Hi, I'm Diane Cornegie, Superintendent of Lake County Schools. I know the ending to your high school years has been nothing like you could have ever imagined. And honestly, I can't stand here and pretend to understand what this has been like for each of you. However, what I do know is that your resilience and ability to persevere in the face of this unprecedented and unique time will have a lasting impact on how you face life's challenges and obstacles in the future. People say that only 10% of the quality of your life is determined by what happens to you. The remaining 90% is all about how you respond to what happens. And just look at how you've responded to the unthinkable. Sure, you had your moments of disappointment, but you never let it stop you from pursuing your goals. You continued to run your race. You've worked hard and you crossed the finish line, and you found new ways to connect and celebrate along the way. You grew stronger while mastering the art of flexibility. You learned to bend without breaking, and that strength and adaptability will carry you far. I hope that these past few months do not cause you to forget about your many successes and the great friendships that are the important and memorable part of your high school years. Kobe Bryant once said, "We don't quit, we don't cower, we don't run. We endure and we conquer. And you, the class of 2020, are overcomers. Extraordinary young men and women who I know will continue to achieve extraordinary things." I pray that the next chapter of your life story will be full of success, health, and happiness. And just remember that this is not how your story ends, for this is just the beginning. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
to say congratulations to the class of 2020. We finally made it. I would now like to ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I would like to welcome Olivia to the stage to perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose spun stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, carry proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Class of 2020, please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to the Tavares High School Class of 2020 graduation. Welcome, School Board Member Sandy Gamble, Lake County Schools District Staff, Dr. Emily Weiskopf, Mr. Chad Farnsworth, Ms. Frances Sellis, Ms. Amy Cockcroft, and Ms. Sabrina Dillon Banks. Tavares High School, teachers and staff, parents, guests, and the class of 2020. I have a few thank yous I would like to give this morning. I would like to thank our parents for being so flexible and understanding during the planning of our graduations 1 through 4. Ms. Watkins and Ms. Ainsley for being the class of 2020 sponsors. The senior class officers, Keenan, Mimi, Hannah, and Hannah for the dedication and hard work to the class of 2020. Ms. Hickey, who has done everything and anything I've asked to make our graduation successful. Most importantly, I want to thank the class of 2020, who has demonstrated patience, respect, flexibility, and understanding during this challenging time. I began to write this speech several times and often found myself at a loss for words. Graduation speeches are traditionally a time for advice and congratulations. However, the class of 2020 may not need advice, but more affirmation. The class of 2020 has demonstrated what I believe many of us as adults can learn from. You have demonstrated kindness, understanding, and maturity throughout the heartbreaks of this spring. You have been resilient during every change with this graduation. You've provided support to each other throughout the entire school year, and especially the last 3 months. You are examples of how people should act during times of tragedy and change. I am proud to be the principal and know that if you keep your 2020 vision, that you're going to make this community, state, country, and world a better place for the future. I want to leave you with a thought from Maya Angelou. Tell the truth to yourself first. Live in the present. Do not deny the past, and live in the present. The charge on you is to make this country more than it is today. Congratulations, class of 2020. It is now my pleasure to introduce your senior class president, Keenan Collingman.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start off by saying how grateful I am to be here today. Obviously, a lot has transpired in the last couple months, and I know I speak for all of my fellow graduates when I say how truly amazing it is that we are having this graduation today. I would like to thank all of our teachers and administrators for their reassurance and guidance through these last couple months. Really, we should thank them all for putting up with our nonsense over the last couple years, but they have been especially great throughout our senior year and definitely in these last 90 days. In particular, thank you to Ms. Watkins and Ms. Ainsley for being wonderful class sponsors, as well as great educators and inspirational leaders for all of us. And of course, so many things would not have been possible this year without our new principal, Mr. Stein. I have had the pleasure of working with him on a number of projects this year, and I truly admire him as both a principal and as a person. The passion and enthusiasm that he has brought to Tavares has helped breathe new life into our school, and we should all be grateful for his influence on our final year here. I have never met someone who cared so much about every single student on campus, and he does so all while keeping the big picture in mind. And he let me use my megaphone at football games against Eustis. That was pretty cool. So again, on behalf of everyone associated with Tavares High School, thank you, Mr. Stein. With that being said, however, today is not about them. Today is about the class of 2020, and I cannot express how thankful I am to all of my fellow graduates and how impressed I have been this year. Over the past 4 years, but particularly over the past 10 months, I have been blown away by the talent, camaraderie, and perseverance that we have displayed. From band performances to baseball games, talent shows to tennis matches, and from the classroom to community service projects, and in so many other areas, I have witnessed all of us excel. And for that, I thank all of you. Being your class president has truly been an honor. I have been able to learn so much from all of you, and I will never forget my senior year. But from all the lessons I have learned in high school, there are 3 that stand out. The first is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The second thing is that life is about people. If we think back to some of our favorite memories from high school, I can guarantee that we will remember times when we were surrounded by our best friends, the people we have grown to love. Because without them, without each other, we could never have accomplished what we are here celebrating today. When we surround ourselves with great people, we all rise up and accomplish greater things. And that's the way I feel when I am surrounded by all of you. And that brings me to the third lesson that high school has taught me, that great things do not come overnight, but they do come eventually. And they come through days and months and years of hard work, waking up every day and doing your very best, because you know that in the end, the hard work will pay off. And that is what today is about. Graduating is not just about our senior year or 4 years of high school. It is about 18 years of pushing ourselves to go beyond our limits, to do something great with our lives. And we have that chance now. If there is one thing everyone can agree upon, it is that 2020 has been a train wreck of a year. The world is just now starting to recover from a pandemic that took thousands of lives and left millions unemployed. The country is being ripped apart by racial injustice. And of course, Carol Baskin killed her husband and got away with it. In all seriousness, though, the world is crumbling around us, which is why I believe this is the perfect time to graduate, to go out into the world and to make a name for ourselves. The world needs doctors and lawyers, nurses and firefighters, scientists and politicians. The world needs us. I look out over this podium and I see 300 people that can change the world, and that's because we already have. We have changed Tavares High School forever, and we have changed each other's lives. Now, we just need to branch out. And I believe that if we keep our most valuable lessons in mind, we can do that. Once again, I would like to thank all of the teachers, coaches, administrators, parents, relatives, and friends for everything that you have done for us. And as for my fellow graduates, always remember, we are brave, we are unbreakable, we are leaders, we are learners, we are determined, we are outgoing, we are goal-oriented, and we are successful, because we are the graduating class of 2020.
It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the honors graduates, the summa cum laude. Savannah Collier. Keenan Collignan. Kyle Davies. Ephraim Drennan. Mimi Filkin. Kaylin Harbaugh. Riley Hogue. William James. Thomas Kirkland. Lucas Martin. Tita Medina Camacho. Madison Pariso. Madeline Reed. John White. Porter White. Elizabeth Baker. Nicholas Becerra. Bryce Bidding. Logan Blaze. Cheyenne Buchanan. Bishaka Chowdhury. Shay Dwyer. Tessa Elmer. Francesca Pham. Jacob Feuerbacker. Shania Fields. Abigail Fussell. Amaya Hall. Jasmine Hewson. Madison Crane. Melissa Lozano. Alice McKenzie. Cameron McQueen. Alyssa Mazuka. Sydney McMullen. Nolan Metcalf. Barrett Miller. Madeline Minner. Lance Miranda. Adriana Montalvo. Malia Nix. Hannah Pate. Kian Pitty. Angela Rios. Noelia Rodriguez. Lainey Smith. Cole Stinson. Hannah Tacker. Caria Tatro. Noah Vick. Austin Waller. Jason Wang. Jasmine Williams. Aju Melwood. Garrett Berg. Joel Bustos. Hannah Carter. Reagan Jones. Catherine Kelly. Rachel Langston. Courtney Moore. Peyton Stidham. Ashley Wright. Paul Adams. Emily Allison. Anthony Alvarez. Jocelyn Apostolico. Adoriana Aranda. Carlos Ariola. Skylar Avery. Clarence Bain. Gabrielle Baker. Daniel Ball. Mark Barnett. Ajani Beeman. Claudia Berry. Jaqueline Berry Hughes. Joseph Berube. Carl Billington. Mackenzie Blanchard. Yarnitza Bonilla Feliciano. Adriel Borrero. Jamal Bowrick. Myra Boykin. Abigail Jayden Brewer. Naomi Briggs. Khalil Brown. Madison Brown. Marcus Bryant.
Black Lives Matter! Now, listen up real quick. They treat us like second nature. They treat us like second class. With a system that ain't even built to protect us. But I still graduated.
Matthew Burdick. Bryce Busey. Zanaya Kennedy. Gabriela Carranza. Caitlin Cassell. Logan Kate. Tiffany Murdoch. Kyle Clark. Caitlin Cobia. Colby Connell. Tufara Connolly. Hunter Cook. Skylar Humer. Jordan Corman. Joseph Cosma. Logan Confer. Brianna Covarrubias. Bryce Cox. Kylie Cox. Emily Crump. Anthony Curtis. Elijah Curtis. Destiny Daniels. Shiana Dar Mallingham. Kendall Davis. Mackenzie Davis. Mason DeCore. Dario Delgado.
I'm scared, bro.
Joseph DeSanto.
Why didn't he bring my thing? Congratulations.
Christina Diaz Zuniga. Elizabeth Dixon. Montavious Cortez. Haley England. Jordan Easel. Samantha Falcone. Mitchell Feeney.
You know, I say when you're at college,
Yeah.
too. Congratulations.
Tyler Fertill. Octavia Floyd. Austin Fisher. Lila Flamingo. Kaylee Flanagan. Cindy Fox.
Congratulations.
Samantha Franklin.
Congratulations.
Amelia Garback. Alberto Gardner. Lee Garner. Max Gilbert. Hunter Genesi. Jacob Gurr. Haley Gosling. Ann Gossage. Jacob Rabel. Aaron Gross. Josiah Hobble. Joshua Hanlon. Gregory Hardy. Gavin Hart. Sadie Haskins. Dina Hatcher. Leah Henderson. Wendy Hernandez. Brianna Hinderer. Kirsten Hobson. John Holloway. Alexis Holman. Brianna Hollis. Austin Hood. Emma Powell. Megan Husky. Des Irizarry. Shelby Isbell. Abigail Johnson. Gaius Johnson. Tatiana Johnson. Caden Jones. Caitlin Kennedy. Jimmy Heath. Alexander Kidd. Desiree Temple. Kamani King. Haley Kyle. Haley Lamberson. Hadan Wheel.
You made it?
Gage Lee.
Congratulations, Gabe.
Naomi Little.
Congratulations.
Hayden Long.
Congratulations.
Mishka Lewis.
Still alive.
Stella Love.
It's all right.
Abram Lozano. Garrett Lucas.
Congratulations.
Joseph Lucas.
Congratulations.
Isabel Lugo.
Congratulations.
Peyton McDonald.
Congratulations.
Maria Malaga. Josue Maldonado.
Congratulations.
Rocio Mancia.
Congratulations.
Aaliyah Mann.
Congratulations.
Joel Mack.
Congratulations.
Walter Marlowe. Jaden Marshall.
Congratulations, Jaden.
Abigail McAfee. Dane McKellen. Amaya Melendez.
Congratulations.
Jalen Mamoli.
Congratulations, Jaden.
Raquel Mendez.
Hey, Raquel.
Rebecca Mendez.
Congratulations.
Robert Miller. Taylor Miller. Megan Monmany.
You say Hernandez instead of Morales.
Congratulations.
Guilmar Hernandez.
Congratulations, Theo.
Noah Myers.
Congratulations, Noah.
Nakamura Toshinori.
Congratulations.
Bradley Nichols. Roland O'Brien.
Like those boots, too. Congratulations.
Aaliyah Osborne.
Congratulations.
Ariana Pagon.
Congratulations.
Anthony Palacio.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Christopher Paquette.
Congratulations.
Destiny Parker.
Congratulations.
Carly Paulin.
Good. Congratulations.
Rebecca Evie.
Congratulations.
Jaden Pfister. Adicia Pollock.
Congratulations.
Caitlin Radowski. Brianna Ramos. Jason Price.
Congratulations.
Javon Price. Cameron Pompey. Kansas Ribble. Matthew Richardson.
You need this one right here? No, you had this one.
Congratulations.
Justin Ritter. Olivia
Oh, that's for
Rivera.
me. That's for me. No way. Yes, sir.
Giovanni Rodriguez. Jayla Rodriguez. Brooklyn Rufano. Derek Sanchez. John Sanchez. Dana Sanders.
Thank you.
Brianna Seller. Madeline Slofeld.
Congratulations.
Adam Schneider. Oriana Scott.
Congratulations.
Colby Cemento.
Congratulations, Colby.
Colton Seminowski.
Congratulations.
Alexis Shoemaker.
Congratulations, Alexis.
Sine Simpkins. Joshua Tillis.
Congratulations.
Emily Thomas. Haley Thompson. Nova Stegall. Maya Stacy.
Congratulations.
Alexandra Soto.
Congratulations.
Cameron Smith. Tyra Smith.
Congratulations.
Jerry Smith.
Congratulations.
Alan Trejo.
Congratulations.
Chad Troxel. Caleb Urban.
Congratulations.
Juan Urquijo. Nicholas Vaughn.
Congratulations.
Emily Vasquez.
Congratulations, Emily.
Giovanni Vidalis. Brandon Vieira.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Jessica Villaseñor.
Congratulations, Jessica.
William Waters.
Congratulations, Jim.
Edward Watson.
Congratulations.
Calvin White. Haley Wilder.
Congratulations.
Ashton Williams.
Congratulations.
Reagan Williams. Taylor Wolf.
Congratulations.
Fred Young.
Well, Fred. Congratulations, Fred.
This concludes the graduating class of 2020.
Only 3. Will the class of 2020 please rise? Please move your tassels from right to left. As the principal of Tavares High School, I certify that the seniors have met all requirements set forth by the Lake County School Board in the state of Florida. By the power invested in me, I hereby affirm the class of 2020 to be graduates of Tavares High School. Congratulations. As our students exit the campus, we're asking our visitors to please remain seated. We'll be dismissed.